Oh, yeah, you know we can play this now. It's as clear as day that we can play Simply Ravishing, because those Yankees are indeed simply ravishing, folks.
They sure are pretty.
Oh, they sure are pretty. Let me ask you guys one thing real quick. Don't you feel like doing something? Don't you feel like swiveling them hips? Yeah. Oh, folks, it's Ron with the swivel them hips. Look at yourself in the mirror. You're all Yankee fans, and you are simply ravishing. Oh, yeah, baby. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. What is goody? How are you doing? What is up, and welcome to All Rise and Shine. It is I, and I am him, Pete Simonetti. And man, oh man, I am here with the one who gives more grandmother's hip replacements than stairs, Francis Lee.
That's right, baby. You already know it's your boy Francis. It's a Francis Friday. And let me tell you, me and the grandmas, man, we've been swiveling them hips all week
them hips
long, baby.
Let me tell you something. You are climbing the charts as one of the, the main causes of hip replacements out there. You're passing stairs. You're passing ice. You're passing, many things.
And I think, there's a couple doctors that need to reach out to me. We need to have a conversation because I should be getting something on the back end here.
A little comp.
If we're being, I need a little compensation.
Very little bit. Very little comp. He's not asking for a lot here, okay?
No.
I mean, the guy's bringing you guys a ton of business. It is what it is.
Come on.
But let's jump right into this. I mean, this is it's nice. It's nice, so to say. I mean, You go ahead and flip on over here to New York Yankees, folks. This team is 30-15, and let me tell you something. The only concern that we've ever had this season was a series against the Baltimore Orioles, where we're kind of sitting there going, the Yankees didn't play the way we wanted to. We're a little concerned about the Yankees in that regard. They got to beat the Baltimore Orioles. Now, that is all fair game. But man, oh man, Francis, this team is playing amazing.
Oh, they're going crazy. They have gone absolutely nuts since that series against Baltimore. And I think there's no other way to put it, bro. I mean, we came here on All Rise. That was 2 weeks ago now, 2 Fridays ago.
Yep.
And we spoke candidly about this team, right? We gave it to you guys straight because you guys know how we do things over here at the U. All right. We're going to give it to you guys straight.
Straight and raw.
We told you how it was. All right. That series, the play was unacceptable. The energy was unacceptable. Everything. We went up and in on them. The Yankees responded. They haven't lost a series since.
Yep.
They beat, they went literally. I mean, the next series right after that was the Tigers, right? They had 3 great pitching matchups, for the Tigers in favor of the Tigers. The Tigers were playing well. Didn't matter. All right. Judge got going. All right. We were in the Trop last weekend. I remember we spoke about it already. We said, hey, we're going to the Trop. That place hasn't been the kindest place for us. Let's see how they won that series.
Yep.
Went to Minnesota, ran into Minnesota, Pete. Minnesota's been playing baseball this season.
Excellent.
They're playing
well. Excellent.
I mean, they went on, how long was the winning streak? It was
11 games. 11 games. I think
it got up to 11 or 12,
something like that. Yeah,
that
crazy.
Team was going crazy, and then they ran into the buzzsaw that is the New York Yankees, who said, "We don't give a damn about your 12-game win streak. We own you."
Yep. They were 24-16 coming in to face the Yankees, so let's not act like they weren't one of the best teams in the American League. They indeed, based on records alone, they are. They were one of the best teams in the league. And the Yankees I didn't see 2 of the games, but the Yankees made easy work of them. The one game I did see, you start off the game with a home run. That's all they scored. That was it. I got to see the one time they scored, and guess what it was, folks? The first batter that came to the plate. After that, who was it? Rodon, Stroman, and Schmitty. Shut them the hell down. I mean, just ate them alive. Yankees pitching is wild, and you're right. That's a series you look at and you go, that team came in playing really good baseball, and the Yankees just owned the Twins. They own them.
If you look at it, it was almost set up for Minnesota, much like it was set up for Detroit, where Minnesota. What the only difference was Minnesota had the leg up that they were home. They were at home.
Correct.
They had the pitching matchups that they wanted. Right, they had Paddock, who's been having, not the best year, but he's been having a decent enough year. And then they had their guy, Pablo Lopez has looked like a Cy Young candidate this season. The Yankees, they literally walked in there. Aaron Judge said, "I don't care. All right, Pablo, listen, Pablo, love you. All right, I love you. I'm gonna hit a piss missile almost 500 feet. It's not personal, Pablo. It's just, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. You know what I mean? Like, they don't care about your Cy Young aspirations, buddy.
Yep. It was a 94 mile an hour heater inside, and this man just absolutely launched it.
Joe Ryan yesterday, he's like, I'm coming in. He's like, he's coming in the game. He's trying to settle in, gets 2 strikes on Volpe. I think he's feeling good. Anthony Volpe says, I don't care. I don't care about I don't care. I don't care. Joe, I don't care about you're trying to get settled in. You're a young pitcher trying to find your bearings. No, it's 1-0, buddy.
Yeah.
Welcome. I mean, this is Minnesota is like, I don't know what we're going to we got to have to change the name of this place.
No doubt. Like this is the Yankees are conquerors. The Yankees are conquerors of the Minnesota Twins, and they deserve to rename that stadium to whatever they want. I don't know what it is. It's the time for the Yankees to go there and pad some numbers. It's kind of what they do when they go to Minnesota. But I mean, it's an interesting thing right now to look at the American League, because many, many years growing up, if you remember in the 90s, the early 2000s, even late 2000s, early 2010s, the American League was always the division, right? It was always the league. The American League was always better than the National League. We always felt that way. It was always a better league overall. You worried when a National League star came to the American League, and it's like, all right, let's see what you do when the big boys, you come in to pitch from there to here. Let's see what happens. But you look at it this year, and you really start to look around, and you go in the American League. I mean, kind of got like Baltimore and the Yankees. To be fair, like the way it looks as of right now, it's like you got the Baltimore and the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. I'm not shitting on Cleveland because Cleveland always seems to go about their business. They have a very good record. The AL West always seems like a second half division. The winner comes out in the second half. Seattle could get hot. Right now, Seattle's in first. They could get hotter usually in the second half. Texas gets hot in the second half. Houston, they've been, to be fair, they've won 5 in a row. They're only 6 games under 500 now. So they're only 5 games back. So that team is on its way of making their own comeback to get back in the picture. But then you look at the National League, bro. You got the Phillies playing amazing baseball.
Phenomenal.
You got the Braves playing amazing baseball. Milwaukee's playing solid ball. You got the Dodgers, of course, playing great baseball. Right? You don't even got to really talk about the Dodgers. Craziest thing about all that is
Arizona, too.
Arizona's playing great ball. Crazy thing about all that is the New York Yankees have the second best record in baseball, only behind the Phillies. And the New York Yankees have been without Garrett Cole all year long. It's really crazy when you talk about it, that the Yankees are where they are. And look, for anybody who sits there and goes, oh, they're always, this guy negative, he hates Booney. The entire organization has done its thing. We can only pinpoint a few moments that we're sitting there this year going, that cost us the game. And everybody knows it. Whether you want to admit it or not, we know that cost this team the game. One of the biggest differences of the Yankees this year is they have kept consistent lineups. This is something we've been screaming about now for years. Stick to at least a 1 through 6. Exactly. And they finally done it this year. You kind of have an idea of what that lineup is going to look like. And man, oh man, it has absolutely paid off, especially with Volpe turning it around, with Aaron Judge being back to being one of the best ball players. I would say one of the top 3 best hitters in the game. I don't even think it's fair to anybody to even say, nah, I got an argument here. I don't think you do. I think when Aaron Judge is right, there's not many people ahead of him, if any at all. And Judge is on one of those turnarounds now where I've been saying this on game seasons. All it takes with this guy is 1 week. And his numbers, you're going to look at them and go, shit, he was in a slump? Yeah, he was. It's unbelievable.
That take aged like a bottle of French wine from 1979.
Yeah, I said it all the time.
Literally. I could go back. I mean, it was what, 3 weeks ago, 3.5 weeks ago. And you said it probably every game season that week on the All Rise and the DS and everything. It just give Judge a week. Look, he doesn't look like himself. Could be a timing issue. Maybe something's bothering him. But we know with Aaron Judge, all it takes is a week. All it takes is a week.
That's it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. And if you look at his numbers going back to after he got ejected from that game in the Detroit series, I believe it was, he's been on an absolute rampage. And I'll come out and say it. I mean, me and Rob were on the phone yesterday speaking about it. And I said it. Listen, I'm not afraid to admit it. People can fight me on this take all they want. This is my opinion. But when Aaron Judge is Aaron Judge, I think he's the best hitter in baseball, bar none.
100%.
When he's
right
himself,
himself,
I'm sorry. I just don't. It's not to shoot at Ohtani because I know what Ohtani's having a great year this year so far too, and good for him. But I feel
not
like when
shoot
Aaron Judge,
his own teammate Soto, we're not taking a shot at
Soto.
Soto.
Of course, it's not a shot at Soto, but look at this. Look at this.
It's unbelievable. And I mean,
his Savant page looks like a murder scene. Look at all this red.
Yeah, it's blood everywhere. I mean, this guy's a serial killer at this. His baseball Savant page is Ted Bundy. I mean, that's exactly what it is. That's what we're looking at right now. If baseball Savant page, the red was murders, he is Ted Bundy. All right. I mean, that's all there is to it. He's just been an absolute animal.
Book this man.
Yeah, book him. Leave him in the cell, throw away the key. That's kind of what you're saying about a guy like him. But before we move forward, we got a couple of super chats here. Chris Hogan says, what a great start to the morning with the dynamic duo of Pete and Francis. Let's keep up the winning, boys. No doubt about. Scott Horwitz, he with the super chat. See, I'm working on my he's early. He says, Francis is going to handle Stanton's hip replacement. Damn.
I can refer him.
He can refer him. I don't know if he's dealing with it personally. He ain't dealing with it personally now, all right? Okay, come on. The guy's married with children here. It's like Al Bundy. He's like married with children. Ron Thompson says, sorry to choose violence so early. Was on a few spaces last night. My idiot brother, hey, Mike, if you're watching, wanted to ask you who's the better hitter, Soto or Judge? I'll get to that. Roberto Rosario, appreciate you. Rod's always throwing shots at Mike, man. I can't wait to see Mike on September. Mike, if you're listening, Mike, I can't wait to see you, Mike. I can't wait to see you. Meet him. Scott Horwitz says Twins announcers baffled by outfielders' play. How about maybe they're just baffled by the way the Yankees smacked the shit out of them. But Roberto all says, Francis, let's call a spade a spade. Judge is the best in Major League Baseball. To answer Ra's question, let me just put it like this, because I'm not going to sit here and say, you know, one is fully better than the other. I do believe that Aaron Judge is the most dynamic player in baseball when he's on. I'll put it like that. I think he's the best when he's on. Let me add one more thing, because, again, this is why I love YouTube. This is why I love that we put our faces to what we do. People can go back to ages from me when I talk about how Juan Soto needs to be the guy to complement Aaron Judge. How Juan Soto would simply himself change the dynamic of the way the New York Yankees offense will play baseball. So there's my answer to you on that. They are the perfect combination of players together. They create Voltron because that is who they are together. They are so well paired that now, even if Soto struggles a little bit, Soto's going to get on base for Aaron Judge. And that is the way it works. Even when Judge was struggling, guess what? He's still batting behind Soto. Soto may get some better pitches to hit. No matter how bad Aaron Judge struggles, they complement each other perfectly well. That is the way I'll answer that question.
I agree with you. I think Yin and Yang.
Bingo.
It's the perfect description when you look at Soto and Judge. And like I said, me and Ra had a great conversation yesterday. I was at the office. He called me. I was like, screw it. Let's do it. We're talking. I was going to be 5 minutes. We talked like almost 20. But it was because his brother Mike was posing that question. And I think I convinced him over to my side at the end. I'm not sure. He's in the chat. He'll let you guys know. But basically, the way I look at it is this. Right? We live in a society where, unfortunately, people have forgotten that it's okay, you know, to say that somebody's better than the other at something or things like that, right? So people always feel like you're shooting at people. Like, as soon as you say, oh, Aaron Judge is this, you get a bunch of Ohtani hate right away. It's like, oh, you just hate Ohtani. It's like, bro. It's not a shot at Ohtani, right? And you know we're not shooting at Soto because he's on our team. He's our guy. And he's going to be our guy for a long time. Let us tell him.
We're going to talk about that momentarily.
Exactly. But, bro, I think the argument between Judge and Soto could be summed up pretty quickly. I gave it to Ra yesterday, and basically the way I look at it is like this. You look at their career numbers. Right now, they're both around 280 average-wise, right? So career-wise, as hitters, right, they're pretty much the same in terms of how they hit the ball with the percentage in which that they hit the ball, right? The on-base percentages are also pretty close. I think over the career, Soto might edge a guy like Judge there because his eye is, I mean, it's elite. We've never seen somebody with an eye like Juan Soto.
Right.
Here's where the argument gets, like, here's where the gap exists, and it's the only gap when I look at the two of them. Aaron Judge has once-in-a-lifetime power.
Correct.
He has once-in-a-lifetime power. Now, I'm not saying that Juan Soto can't give you a 35 home run season, 40 home run season. He definitely can. He might do it this year for all we know. He might do it next year.
Yep.
Aaron Judge
he might do it when he's 32.
60. Exactly. But Aaron Judge can give you 60.
Correct.
Like, Aaron Judge can give you 60. Like, Aaron Judge can hit 55 and it won't look crazy. Like, put that into perspective, guys. Like, if Aaron Judge finished this season with 55, would anybody be surprised in this chat? No. But
no, not at all.
If Soto did it, we'd be surprised. If Ohtani did it, we'd probably be surprised. If Betts did it, we'd be surprised. If anybody, name anybody, There's only because power hitters, like, okay, it's true. Pete Alonso hits 50 home runs. You won't be surprised he's done it already. But then look at the average and the on-base percentage.
Right. It's a different player overall.
Exactly. So when it comes to Judge, it's like he checks so many boxes, and then he has that once-in-a-lifetime power that it's like I said, when he's on and he's healthy, I don't think there's anybody better. But then that's the other part of the argument, right? On and healthy.
Correct.
Soto's been a little more durable. So it's like you said, bro. It's really
it's not a wrong answer either, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It's not really a wrong answer because then you fall in line with the Soto. Well, you're talking about a guy who came up at 19 years old and won immediately.
Exactly.
You got a guy who's proven in the postseason.
Exactly.
I mean, those are
won a World
also,
Series.
Exactly. So you got
and the
many
numbers,
ways. The postseason numbers are there. The
I didn't even go there. That's big.
The hitting with runners in scoring position has always been there for Soto. He's never really been a guy to shy away from the big moment or struggle in those moments.
Facts.
The other thing too with Soto is like I said, he came up so young. Aaron Judge had to really battle to become who he was. I'm not saying that Soto didn't work, and nobody's saying that, but I do believe there are people that are born with gifts that can't be taught. And Soto was born to be a Hall of Fame baseball player. Like, it just feels that way for him. Yeah. Aaron Judge is one of those guys where he had the tools, but he really, really had the work to put it together. That's why it took him longer to get to the major leagues and become the guy he is now. So he's really done all that. And while the time he's going to be in the major leagues is going to be shorter than Soto, no doubt about it, as long as Soto stays healthy, knock on wood, Aaron Judge is going to likely be a Hall of Fame ball player and be retired in Monument Park. As long as Aaron Judge stays on the field, he's going to produce. He's going to put up numbers. On top of that, he's not one-dimensional. So the fact of the matter is with Judge, when you see him get older and you go, oh, man, Aaron Judge is no longer that 280 guy. He's no longer that 275, 290 guy. Even if Aaron Judge is in 255, he's going to still pop you 40 homers.
Exactly.
At an older age. He got that type of power. He has a high baseball IQ. He's everything you want in a ball player. He's just that type of guy. So it's gonna be very interesting over the next couple of years what we see from Judge and Soto combined. We're gonna really get to that. Joe says Aaron Judge is a loser. Soto and Judge are gifts from God. Okay, he says Soto and Judge are gifts from God. Okay, all right. We'll get to maybe Simon leaves a voicemail. We'll see. But before we get into the big topic, I do want to run through some of what the Yankees are doing as it stands right now. Let's get some updated numbers on the Yankees offense because this is where one of our main concerns were early in the year. I mean, you look at stolen bases. Ellie De La Cruz has more than probably every team out there. But anyway.
He's going crazy.
Guy's been an absolute beast. Anthony Volpe is up to 273 again. 348 on-base percentage, 432 slugging, 780 OPS. Aaron Judge, as we highlighted a little earlier, is now leading the team in OPS at 948. He's slugging 555, also leading the team. On-base percentage is now 393, just short of leading the team. And he's hitting 262 on the year. This is a guy who started off about as bad as you could start off. 11 home runs, leads the team. 29 RBIs, 15 doubles, also leads the club. Soto's been a little bit of a slump as of late. Again, I am not concerned. It was bound to happen. 302 average, 403 on base percentage, 920 OPS. Still having a phenomenal season. Big G, Francis. Big G hitting 243 with a 764 OPS. Would anybody have guessed that Stanton at this point of the year would even be doing this?
Listen, I am so glad that you brought his name up because I just want to take this time. I'm not wearing a hat, but if I had one, I'd take it off to Stanton this season, to this point in the season. And I'll tell you why, because of what Pete just said, right? Going into the season, we were coming off last year. We weren't excited. We were like, there was not much hope. What Stanton has done so far, ladies and gentlemen, we will take that every day of the week, okay?
No doubt.
There's going to be nights where he looks completely lost, all right? That's the player that he is. It's a part of his game, to use a Cashman euphemism, right? Just a part of his game, okay? It's a part of the game. But you look at the numbers, he's been exactly what we need from him. He's given us what we need from him. That's it.
Yep.
He's on the days he sits. He comes back in the next day. He's hitting. He's doing what he needs to do. They put him in there to break up the lefties with Rizzo and Verdugo. And I mean, Stanton has been decent. I mean, you can make an argument Stanton's been good. I mean, there's not
for a DH, no doubt about it. I mean,
it's when you say that, it's important. That's an important caveat.
Of course,
that puts it into perspective. I'm glad you mentioned the DH thing. If you look around the league, right, and I don't know how you guys in the chat, if you guys are like as crazy about all that shit like some of us on the team are, that we just spend all day looking at these numbers and keeping tabs. But you look around the league at the DH position, Stanton, he's one of the best right now.
No question.
He's one of the best right now. So we're doing all right. We're doing more than all right. And you know what my favorite part of that argument that we just had is to Judge, Soto, whatever. We got them both.
Yep.
We got them both. And look at how good we look, 30 and 15. We have yet to see what it looks like when both of them are hot at the same time.
Yep. And
we have yet to see it.
No, I mean, I even got these numbers pulled up for you right now. These are the DHs right now. And yeah, you got your Otanis. Marcell Ozuna is having a stupid year. I mean,
him and Ohtani are going crazy.
They're going absolutely off this year.
Him and
Ryan
Ohtani
Jeffers, who we did see with the Twins, he's the one who had the only run for the Twins, the home run off of Carlos Rodon. Yeah. Brent Rooker just absolutely turned it on. When the Yankees faced him, this dude was hitting like 202. He's hitting 281 now. He's having a great year, really showing that he wasn't a fluke last year. Brian De La Cruz is performing pretty well, but then you're talking about he's performing as Kyle Schwarber's performing.
As Yordan Alvarez.
About that. As Yordan Alvarez.
Yeah.
These are good players, guys. Again, Kyle Schwarber's the guy that a lot of people said the Yankees should have got him and just released Stanton. I remember those talks. We should have brought him on, took bats away from G. He is performing. The only thing Stanton doesn't do, he doesn't walk. And you know what? Yeah. Look, there's going to be things guys just don't do. Stanton's not a big guy that walks. Again, he chases a lot. Teams don't look to throw him pitches over the plate because he chases. And, that's one of the problems he has. But you look at the production, and we're not even looking at one of the biggest factors here. One of the biggest factors being the way this man has hit with runners in scoring position. Yes. He doesn't get out. He's tearing the car. He's well over 300. Yeah. Gee, Stanton.
Yeah.
Of all people.
And
Stanton.
And that point is probably the biggest. It's the biggest aspect of Giancarlo Stanton when you look at him as a total player, because throughout the regular season, if there's one telltale stat, if there's one telltale sign that you can look at for a guy and kind of project, okay, what's this player going to look like for me in October? It's the numbers with runners in scoring position.
Oh yeah.
Those are the guys who you're looking at and saying, this is going to be a guy who's going to be able to do it in October. Well, with Stanton, his track record with us has already been he produces in October. And this season, when it's crunch time, when his runners, ducks on the pond, runners in scoring position, he's still producing. So as of right now, we have every reason to believe that if he's in the lineup in October, he's going to be productive.
Facts.
And,
no
I mean,
question.
it's just, I'm telling you, man. I mean, again, like I said, the number one thing that's just at the forefront of my mind every day is I just can't believe the way this team looks, and we have yet to see Judge and Soto hot at the same time. It's crazy to me.
And before we get into Hal Steinbrenner's comments on Soto, because that is definitely going to take up the remainder of our show, I really want to get into detail about that. We do got voicemails, so let's get into it. We got a lot of voicemails today. Let's get into your guys' voicemails. I've been gone. I was, I was Dominican Pete for a full day. You know what I mean? So I was the fifth member of Aventura.
He was the fifth member of Aventura. I don't know if you guys saw it, but Pedro Santonetti made an appearance down there.
I had Jira cracking up at the thing, right? So we're there, and I said, you know what the beautiful thing about this is? Not one of these people have any idea that I don't speak Spanish. I'm sitting there singing every single song as wrong as I want. It don't matter. I could be it don't matter. It has no difference.
It's so loud in there, bro. Who's gonna tell you anything?
Can I give you guys a quick? And she's gonna probably laugh. She'll laugh at this. She ain't gonna. Jira cried twice. She cried the whole time in the car. I mean, bawling. But anyway, this is her, right? One song comes on. Next song comes on. Every single song that was her reaction. So just so everybody wants an idea of what her reaction is, and I'm just like this the whole every time.
He's like, damn, you like this one too?
Lord, everyone. I like them too, but damn,
it's like
every
my
single
wife,
one of them.
My wife, every song starts and she's like, oh, that's my song. I'm like, how can they all be your song?
We're like, see, you're a music head like me.
Exactly.
I'm one of those music heads, bro. I'm so bad that I'll hear a snippet of a song. It's like, oh shit, I gotta go play it. Fuck, hold on.
Exactly. Now I gotta listen to the whole thing
real quick. But nah, it was a great time, guys. But let's go ahead and get into your voicemails.
Hey, this is Joey from the Bronxy Bronx,
my guy,
baby. Oh, how. Don't get my hopes up, Hal. Not if you're not gonna deliver. Don't fuck with me, Hal. Don't make a fuck out of me. You gotta sign Soto. Give him a blank check, for God's sake. I mean, what are we waiting for? This guy, the good Lord, made him to be a Yankee. Soto is made to be a Yankee. Can you imagine him in a Mets uniform?
No, get out of here.
For God's sake. That would be like taking a lion, putting him in a clown costume or something, with the big red nose thing on his face. That would be ridiculous. It's absurd. This guy's a Yankee. And I'm telling you, man, he's Ted Williams. And you got Dominguez coming up, who's Mickey Mantle. Yeah, in fact, he's more Mickey Mantle than Mickey Mantle was.
Damn.
Okay? And we got Judge.
Hope we don't drink
back, baby. Back with a vengeance. I keep saying that's Murderer's Row. We're going to win the championship this year with these guys. And we're going to win more championships if he stays a Yankee as a lifer. This could be the dynasty that the young generation was hoping for, that they never got to see.
Yep.
We got to put this core together. Come on, Hal. Sign the contract, big boy. Sign the contract. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Appreciate you, my guy, but here you go.
Sign the contract, big boy. Sign the contract.
Gotta leave it right there, man. And look, guys, I'm going to continue on. We're going to get a couple more because I really, really want to get into this. And if Francis, if you're okay to go to maybe 12:15 today, you let me know. If not, all right, perfect.
Yes, sir.
Because, again, when me and Francis is on here, the all rises are different, man. Like, you guys load us up with voicemails. We got so much more to talk about. But let's get into two more voicemails, and then we're going to get into why everybody's so hyped up right now about Soto and the Yankees. And I got a big compliment to pay Hal Steinbrenner. And stay tuned for that. I got a big compliment to pay him.
Mike Vita calling in.
Yo.
The Yankees complete a little sweep and continue to be smacking that ass. And oh my God, these quotes about Soto and how Yankee for life. Brother, I don't know if I could take it. Listen, the offseason was both the most exciting and most stressful time of my Yankee life so far.
Oh, yeah.
And oh, boy. Time to buckle up, NYYU fam. We are in for another doozy. Peace out, baby.
Appreciate you, Michael Vita. Appreciate you, my guy. Oh, man, we definitely got to get to this one. You know who it is.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let me do a little intro real quick for him.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Here he is, the one, the only, Macho King.
Hey, Pete, Macho King in the house. How you doing?
Guy.
If everyone's staying macho and ready for the weekend, let me see some emojis. Dig it. The Yankees clean the Twins' clocks, and any remaining games against them should be counted as victories. Man, we got the last place White Sox that need to push the pedal to the metal and run them over the rest of the AL Central like the Road Warriors splashing the AWA in 1984. It's on YouTube, dig it. And Hal says he wants Soto to be a Yankee for life. We couldn't do a trading sign, and I care what that jabroni Boras thinks about as much as Drake's response to Kendrick Lamar, savagely dragging him while kicking his head across the get your beat, yeah. Once again, Halka Channel is dead. The late, great George Steinbrenner, and make it happen. He did it with Judge's track Soto is home and should be here to stay for life, where he can get his number retired, go into Monument Park to be immortalized, yeah. So let it be written, so let it be done. Ooh, yeah. Macho.
Oh, man, I friggin' love this guy, man. Nobody loves Macho the way I love Macho. I tell you right now, nobody does. Is that simple?
And can we just give him this credit for the range? I mean, a Drake and Kendrick Lamar reference, and I mean,
goes everywhere.
This guy is got
AWA.
Like
the man said he said the Road Warriors and NWA.
Yes, this guy.
AWA. Excuse me, AWA. He's going mad back.
There's nobody like him. There's just nobody like him.
Top of the line, top notch, top of the line. He is indeed
cream of the crop.
The cream of the crop.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
That is who he is. But let's discuss. So Jack Curry decided to do a full Macho Man Randy Savage elbow drop from a skyscraper all the way to the ground and blow a friggin' giant hole in the earth is what he basically did by putting out this tweet right here. Jack Curry said, I interviewed Hal Steinbrenner for my Yankees News and Views podcast. He said he liked to see Soto finish his career with the Yankees. While Boras' clients typically go to free agency, Steinbrenner also said it's likely there will be talks this season. Now, there's a lot of people that are concerned, but I don't even want to get into Soto yet. I want to stay to Hal Steinbrenner. If Hal Steinbrenner pulls this off and Soto never reaches free agency, which I am on record of saying he should do 100%, no matter what has to happen, he should figure out a way that Soto never, ever sees free agency. But let me say this real quick. Hal Steinbrenner has not won yet. He hasn't. That's just fact. He has not won yet. Okay? What I will say, though, is he is getting older, and he feels to me he's inching closer and closer to his father than I've ever seen before. He did it with Soto in spring in the offseason when he told Cashman and co, get him. Add whoever it is, get the deal done. The Yankees baseball people did not want to give up Michael King in that deal. Hal Steinbrenner said, give him up, get him here. Get the deal done. It happened. He took over the Aaron Judge conversations and said, yo, what is it going to take? Let's get this, stop this. Let's end this now. What is it going to take? All right, done. Sign it. You're good. You're a Yankee for life. No problem. Beep, phone hung up, done. Now he sits there and he says, mind you, Francis, we know about negotiating. We understand this aspect of the game. He gave up a huge footing that you never want to give up. You don't want to be the first guy to go, yeah, I want this deal done. We want him here for life. Because now your leverage is a little bit off. Because now we know, we get it.
You give away a little leverage.
You give away a little bit. You're sitting there openly saying he needs to be a Yankee for life. And I get that his agent doesn't like to have talks during the year. We are going to have conversations during the year. It is likely that we're going to talk. Likely to talk and getting it done are two different things. Getting this done and Soto never sees free agency, I think would be one of the biggest boss moves on planet Earth. And you know also what it would do? And I'm sorry because I hate even bringing the Mets up. It would send a direct message to Steve Cohen and go, I don't give a shit how much money you have. It doesn't mean dick when you're owning the Mets. We are the Yankees. Whether we haven't won since 2009 or what, we are New York. You will always be not even the little brother. You'll always be little sister. Okay? Whatever it is. Little stepsister. Okay? Whatever, man. Little stepbrother. Whatever the hell it is. Whatever the hell it is. That is who you are. Stay in your place. Don't even think about it. That's simple. Matter of fact, you guys are already, they've given up the year before the season began. Now they're saying they're going to get rid of everybody. Whatever. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Lock Soto in. I don't know how likely it is, Francis, to 100% get done, but I think Soto wants to be here. He even said it. My door is always open. What do you think? What are your thoughts when you heard this?
Listen, I'll tell you right now, my brother. Yesterday was a whirlwind. I mean, we're watching, the game starts, right? Literally first inning, Yanks are up 3-0. So we're already feeling great. We won the series the night before. The next day we're up 3-0 on getaway day. So we're feeling great. We're about to sweep the Twins. Michael K decides to let the cat out of the bag. And this is how luck would have it, because normally I'm not listening to a game transmission. I got the game on mute. I'm listening to game season. But, Platano Pete was indisposed. So I'm listening, and Michael K is actually the one who lets the cat out of the bag. He's like, well, Jack Curry has an interview that's coming out with Hal, and Hal was saying that he wants Soto to be a Yankee for life. Twitter immediately explodes. Our Discord explodes. Everything. Everybody's going crazy. Wait, what? He came out and said this on record? Like, what are you talking about? So then Jack Curry says, yeah, but I'm going to do you one better. I can't reach out to Soto because he's actually playing in the current game that we're, broadcasting here. But he reaches out to Scott Boras.
Yeah.
Now, if you're Scott Boras, let me tell you something about Scott. He's not the happiest camper right now.
Right.
He's not the happiest camper, because what Scott would like is for, the season to play out, Soto to have a phenomenal year, but for all that contract stuff to be back burner stuff. Correct. Just leave that on the back burner and let everybody assume that it is a foregone conclusion that Juan Soto will reach free agency, and that's that. So Jack Curry reaches out, and of course, Boras has to respond the way that he responded. Why? Because if he knew that beyond a reasonable doubt, Juan Soto was going to free agency, yes, then the response would have been, yeah, right now we're just focused on baseball. And we feel that, maybe those talks could be a little bit of a distraction. So, but things could change in the future or whatever. That's not what he said, though.
Right.
He said, I'm always open to talk to Hal.
Yep.
I'm always willing to talk to Hal. See, that comment, what does that tell me? Not just as a Yankee fan, just as a baseball fan in general. When Scott Boras says, I'm always open to talking to a guy, that means I have to take that call if that call is made.
Correct.
And if he has to take that call, it's because his client wants him to take that call.
Correct. Exactly.
But to triple down on it.
I was going to say, he went even more. Yep. Go ahead.
To triple down on it, right?
Yep.
The game finishes or whatever. Soto throws his hat in the ring. And Soto comes out with, oh yeah, my door is always open. My door, it's wide open, Pete.
Yep.
I got saloon doors. They're wide open.
I was about to say open like saloon.
It's spread open like 2:45. All right. Soto's doors are open like 2:45. Okay. He said it. Not me. It's not Pete.
It wasn't Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp. This is Juan Soto, ladies and gentlemen. He said, my doors are always open. Okay? Literally. You know how it is. We Dominicans, you guys know how it is, okay? When you don't want somebody to come in the house, they reach out to you, you don't respond or whatever. But when it's a guest that you want to see, tú sabes, la puerta está abierta. That's what he said. The door's open.
Yeah.
Just turn the knob. It's open. Come on in. Have a cup of coffee. A cup of 4Q.
I'm just laughing. Woo, man, I got back. I'm sorry, bro. I still see Shannon Sharp's face in my head right now with that damn comment on Megan Thee Stallion. That was absolutely legendary.
So Pete, I hear all of that, and I got to tell you, I hear all of that, and look, in the grand scheme of things,
yep.
Does it mean anything today on May 17th in terms of, we got him? No, we don't have him. Not yet.
Correct.
But I'll tell you what it does mean. Hal Steinbrenner is calculated. All right? Hal Steinbrenner doesn't even speak at this point in the season a lot of times.
You never hear him. Yeah, you don't hear him.
Unless there's a reason to, because things are going super bad and we're calling for his head, so he has to put out a comment. And even then, you don't see his face, but he puts out a clip.
Correct.
The Yankees are killing. They're having a great season. They're 30-15. He could just stay quiet. He doesn't have to say anything.
Yep.
There's a reason why he said, no, I'm going to do the Jack Curry podcast, and I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Jack Curry said it on the postgame. He said, Hal Steinbrenner went there. Like, he took it further. I didn't even ask it. He's the one. He took it there.
Yep.
He gave away a little leverage, but I think with a negotiation like this, you know these things are chess. You know it very well. You're a businessman yourself. And I think that chess move is like, yeah, no, but I'm putting this out there because now we're on Front Street.
Right.
This is public knowledge. I am the owner of the New York Yankees. He is on our team. We traded away tons of prospect capital and MLB capital to get this guy here. And now on May 15th, I am saying I want this guy to be a Yankee for the rest of his career. The ball is now in your court, Scott.
Can I also add one more thing?
Yes.
Scott Boras also said that Juan Soto is focused on winning. And he is learning a lot about the Yankees organization.
Yes. Yes.
Let me now I know people are gonna, maybe you're looking too far. He don't have to, he could talk about winning, but he don't have to talk about he's learning about the Yankees organization. Let me tell you, let me give you guys a spoiler alert. Juan Soto loves being a Yankee. If anybody thinks any differently, Juan Soto loves being a Yankee. I've had some people go, well, maybe the Dodgers are gonna. Let me tell you, the guy, he's not a West Coast guy. That was known. And it's not like that rumor that was out there, oh, he's a Mets fan and this and that. A cousin in DR said it. Stop it. It is known that Soto was not a West Coast guy. He did not want to stay on the West Coast at all. He's an East Coast guy. That's where he wants to be.
His family's here.
Exactly. I'm not sitting here saying, like Francis is not sitting here saying that it's guaranteed, they're going to lock him in long term and it's over. What I'm simply saying here is that everything is aligned to make this happen. Now, does Hal Steinbrenner have to sit there and go, I would have to offer a really, really, really strong first deal? Because the last thing you want to do is come out there with $450 million and be like, hey, here's what I'm willing. Because right there, you're like, bro, now you're disrespectful. Exactly. Now you said all that shit to give me that? Yeah, you could ball it up and throw it away. We're not going to have a talk again unless you're going to be serious here. Because I already know what he's going to get in the open market. I'm not stupid. We have comparisons here, Hal. Come on. Exactly. You got to come to something regarding that and knock our socks off. Here's what I would do. I've said this for a while. I'm not going to talk a number, but I am going to talk one number, not a money number. I'm going to talk years. Give him till he's 40 years old. I don't care. People saying 40, 41. I don't care if you give him a 15-year deal. Go ahead. Do it. To get it done, do it. Nobody cares right now. And I know, well, when it gets there, if it gets there and we have it won, we're fucked as it is. So who cares? At that point, who cares? If the Yankees can't win with Soto by the age of him being 35, who cares? It doesn't matter. The way I see it is they got a core now with Aaron Judge, with Garrett Cole. They better win this year, next year, the following year. That's it. Yeah. And they'll be good to go. So for me, bro, get it done. Figure it out and get it done.
Bro, Ohtani's paid 10 years. I think he's paid through age 39.
Yes.
This is a guy who has been a professional already about a decade.
Correct.
If you go back to time in Japan and stuff like that or whatever, because in Japan, there are professional kids in Japan. Okay,
Correct.
Kids. Like literally with teens still in their age, and they're professionals. After a decade of playing professional baseball, he signed a pact for another decade at $700 million. And Ohtani does both things. He is a high-level elite starting pitcher and a high-level bat in the lineup.
Yep.
And you think the Dodgers were sitting there saying, well, I mean, with the the way that he's used and, the amount of output that he does and the way that he has to prepare and train, his body, just humanly speaking, I mean, the last 3-4 years of that contract could actually be an albatross if you think about it. I mean, no, they weren't thinking about that.
Of course not.
They didn't think about that.
They're all thinking of the now, the next couple of years.
2024, 2025.
That's right.
This is what it's about now.
That's right. That's right.
Okay. The other stuff, all right, the other stuff, we got to worry about that when we get there. But right now, we need this player. This is the cost. Get it done. And they got it done.
And one more tip of the cap to the Yankees organization, because this is not something that Yankee fans have been able to say for years now. Since 2019, the Yankees rehauled the entire way they handle prospects in the minor league system. Facts. Let me tell you how good they have done this. And I know there's a lot of Yankee fans. Look, I've been one of them that I get concerned, I get PTSD, and I go, don't do it again. Get the player. Trade for the guy. Don't do this to us. But that's not even a point because guess what? Back then, it was like one guy. Oh, my God, the Yankees have one guy. Holy shit. They got one. They got an Austin Jackson. Oh, my God, this guy's so good. This is different. This organization is now different. That's why I've said for a while, you can trade top guys because they got so many more coming and on the way. You don't have to, you're not giving up your whole system like it used to be back in the day. Like Jeff Passan and these other guys, they got no friggin' idea how good the Yankee system has been over the last. They're knocking it for no reason. You don't even know what you're talking about. And now the Yankees are proving everybody wrong. But on top of that, Soto locked in. Oh, where's the money? It doesn't matter. Lock it in on these guys because guess what? They have so much coming up. You can see all the replacements with your own eyes that you can plug these holes with youth and let them do what Volpe did. Let them become the player they're going to be. Aaron Boone said it to Volpe. We want you to develop at this level. That was the key word when Aaron Boone said that, and he's right. Develop here because we have nobody else, one, and two, we believe in your potential. So let's have you develop here. First base, TJ Rumfield. Find a spot eventually for Augustine Ramirez, Spencer Jones, Jason Dominguez. These are all youth that will not get paid for a couple of years now. And if they do get paid, sign them early. So when you look at it in 5 or 6 years and go, holy shit, he actually signed that deal. The Braves do it. Many teams do it. Yankees, the Dodgers did it. Many teams could do it. Get creative. It's that simple, guys. It's not hard. We're not asking for something brand new to happen. Teams are already doing this.
This is what people, I think, are, and again, granted, it's like you said, because of the PTSD, you know, people just aren't used to having these conversations surrounding the New York Yankees when it comes to just spending money. Because back in the day, what we were used to was, well, with the Yankees, they're going to have to spend a lot of money because they practically have to buy their whole team. They don't really, grow the talent on their own. Like it's very few and far between. It's one every once in a blue moon.
Yep.
That's not currently the case. Okay.
That's right.
The guy who just pitched yesterday, Clark Schmidt, went into the 8th inning of shutout baseball. This is a kid who costs nothing to the New York Yankees and is pitching like one of the best pitchers in baseball right now.
Bingo.
Right.
That's right. That's
to
right.
His immediate right, there is another kid in Luis Gil who's pitching arguably even better. Costs nothing to the New York Yankees right now. The money on the pitching staff is going to Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon because Marcus Stroman signed an extremely team-friendly deal that gives the Yankees an option for this season and 2 more after. So you look at the rotation and you say, okay, so the money there is pretty much set. That rotation is pretty much set, barring injury, knock on wood. And then you say, oh, yeah, but, injuries, these things happen. Okay, cool. Well, then look in the system because that's where you got your Clayton Beaters and a bunch of other guys where you're just like, okay, there's guys there that can fill in, right? That will be also cost effective. Anthony Volpe. Listen, I'll be the first to admit it. A couple of years ago, I was beside myself. I said, this is the greatest shortstop class in the history of free agency.
Correct. We all
the fact that you didn't even entertain one of these guys is asinine. It's crazy. We don't even know if this kid Volpe is going to pan out. You got IKF, I can't field. Like, what is this? What is this? Well, 2 years later, I got to tell you, boy, was I wrong. And I'm happy to be wrong. I'm happy to be wrong. Because if Volpe keeps this up, he will be a cost-effective all-star shortstop. A cost-effective all-star shortstop. You don't see that all the time, okay? The Dodgers were able to do it with Seager. The Astros did it with Correa. Even Trey Turner is another guy that was with Washington, whatever. They get the best years out of these guys before they have to actually get paid. We might be looking at that with a guy like Anthony Volpe. Look at these numbers. You got it right there up on the screen.
And that's a tweet that Francis put out. By the way, guys, at Francis Lee, go follow him. It's FRANCESLII. If you're not following Francis, guys, go ahead and follow him right friggin' now. But you look at this. I mean, look at this.
It's crazy.
The comment he said is when your parents said we got food at home and they weren't lying.
They weren't lying.
It's
literally, bro.
I mean, look at this. It's wild. It's wild.
I was beside myself. I wanted Carlos Correa bad. Capital B, bad. I said he brings an edge to the team. He brings this. He brings that. Now, yeah, we don't have, maybe Volpe doesn't have that edge or something like that or whatever. I don't know. I still think that remains to be seen because he's been getting a little bit chippy this year too. So I don't know. It might be in there. That Italian has come out a couple times.
Coming out a little bit.
It's coming out a little bit.
When you see he goes like this one day, you see him bite his tongue or something like that. Forget about it. I mean, it's gonna be trouble.
Listen,
but the only guy that kind of compares is like, well, we could have got Corey Seager, but still, you're like, but the difference in prices, and I get he's fit for the Yankees because the lefty and all that, but things have worked out pretty well for the Yankees.
You said it right there. Now. The difference in price will be what ultimately enables us to throw the bag at Soto. And to be able to retain him with Aaron Judge in that lineup, and then put around them the young talent that we have, Anthony Volpe, Austin Wells, Jason Dominguez, who's not even up yet, right? These guys are going to be paramount to the success of the New York Yankees, and they aren't going to cost anything.
Bingo.
Like, this is a different, like, again, this is why. And, credit to this team, because before the season even started, we said this is one of the most exciting times to be a New York Yankees fan.
Easy.
And a lot of it has to do with that farm system and the way that it's been put together and the way that it's going to prop up. It's going to support the heaviness of the big stars.
Yeah, and before we move forward to these remaining voicemails we have here, we got a couple of super chats I'm going to get to also, but I want to also pinpoint one more thing. One more thing I want to pinpoint here. When all these organizations that do top 100 prospects do their update mid-year, expect to see multiple more Yankees on there. Expect to see Augustin Ramirez on there, who, by the way, salute to our guys. We've had him on the top 15 Yankee prospects for longer than anybody's given him a respect for. Shout out to a goose. He's doing his thing. The other guy is Brock Selvage. If you have not looked up Brock Selvage's numbers, he's 21 years old, lefty in AA. Guy's pitching to a low 2 ERA. It doesn't happen that quick. He is impressing a lot of people, and as it stands right now, he is the top New York Yankee pitching prospect, and it's not even close. He has been that friggin' good. So the Yankee system is even getting more exciting, but we do got a couple of super chats. Kev, oh my God, says happy Friday, everyone. Appreciate you, my guy. Michael Thompson, the brother of the one and only Rod Thompson, coming through with the super chat. I got a feeling he might throw some shots, to be honest with you, at Rob, but we'll see. My guy Pete, what's good, my brother? Looking forward to hanging with you, Francis, and the crew in September. That said, I commend you for listening to my brother's bullshit. My brother Ra, a.k.a. Aaron Judge Jr., needs to calm down. Damn. Shots fired, bro. Hey, I just read what's in front of me. Ra, don't take it out on me, brother. I love the both of yous, but I just read what's in front of me here, baby. How you gonna do? Got smack it like you hit the subbies. It's what you gon' do.
That's a fact.
Let's get into a couple of more voicemails, guys. Here we go.
Yo. Luis Hill on a hill calling in. What's up, everybody? Pete, I hope you win the MVP. Had a great time. I saw the video on Instagram. Looked great. Glad y'all got to do that.
Thank you.
What a series for the Yankees. Absolutely butt fucked, butt wiped, whatever you want to say.
Hey, yo.
Twins.
Damn.
Hell yeah,
Lord.
They were hot too. Yankees shut them up. Glaber had a nice series. I think 5 for 12. Judge looks fucking phenomenal.
Yep.
Let's go. But I wanted to say about what Curry said about the deal for Soto possibly getting done, or talks at least. Hey, Scott, Hal, you both listening? Scott and Hal, listen up. Get it done. Get it done. If I need to sit down and mediate the deal, I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. I'll pick the hotel. I'll get 2 chairs. I'll get a table in between. You sit down. I'm going to lock the door, and you're not leaving until it's done. All right, everyone. See you.
Hey, man.
Thank you, bro.
We all feel the same way, fam.
Yes, sir.
We
Get
all
her
feel
done.
the same way. Get it done, man.
Done.
Get it done. We all feel that way about Soto and the Yankees. Everybody, look, man. Let me ask you something also here, Francis, on this before we move forward.
Hmm.
Wouldn't it be a gigantic boost to this clubhouse too if they somehow lock this dude in long term? Like with the season they're having, and then on top of that, it's like, hey, the guy that has kind of helped bring this clubhouse together. Because I'm gonna give credit to 3 guys here real quickly. I have to do this. I don't want to hear about Aaron Boone. I don't want to hear about Aaron Judge. I think he's a big part of it. I don't want to hear about Stanton. I don't want to hear about the guys that's been here for years. This team has changed with the additions of Verdugo, Stroman, and Soto. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Judge maybe needed that other person. I don't know. And it's not a knock on anybody. But the fact of the matter is this clubhouse and the energy is very, very different. But these other guys have been here. The new guys have made that happen. However they've done it, they've indeed done it. And it's that simple. Even when the Yankees were winning in the first half of, what was it, 22 or whatever it was, when they were playing unbelievable baseball, they didn't have this type of chemistry where
it didn't feel like this.
Not at all. You see Stroman chilling in the dugout days off wearing like a vintage 98 shirt, coming out, greeting the players immediately when a pitcher is done. Everybody kind of having fun together. They're dancing in the dugout. You never seen that stuff. And I just think that would be a major, major boost to the team's overall hype for the year.
You are 1,000% right. A lot of players, talk about the trade deadline as a big moment, during the season, as a pivotal moment, for the team during the season, because when the trade deadline shows up, it is the moment where the leadership, the front office, ownership tells you whether or not they believe in you, because they can say it with their words. They can put out comments and tweets and whatever, but the trade deadline is where a lot of the front offices put their money where their mouth is. And that's where they really tell you whether or not they believe or they don't. Right.
Yep.
That's why a lot of players will say, yeah, I mean, the comments are nice, but the deadline came and went. You didn't bring anybody in to help us. So clearly you didn't believe in us.
Yep.
What a Soto extension during the season would say to this entire club, to this team, this organization, is we unequivocally, beyond any reasonable doubt, believe in this current iteration of this team.
Bingo.
Okay. And not only do we believe in them, a little bit this year, no, we believe in this going forward.
Yep.
We just made an investment for the future after all the investments that we have just made, because again, the problem with the Yankees has never been lack of spending. We've said this plenty of times. It's never been lack of spending. There's been spending. He signed Garrett Cole. He signed Carlos Rodon. He re-signed Aaron Judge. He signed Anthony Rizzo. He brought DJ LeMahieu back on the deal. They're spending money. The money's being spent.
That's right.
But it's been how? How are you spending the money? Are you getting the right guys? When the right guys come, do you see it? Do you notice? Well, this year it seems like the right guy is here. And if you make that investment, it is, I'm telling you, a vote of confidence, I feel like is not even good enough to describe what it would be to that clubhouse, because you're 1,000% right, Pete. The vibes are immaculate, and it is what it is. Maybe, it was some, they added different ingredients, and all of a sudden now we're really cooking. Maybe we always had, it's true. Maybe we always had the main course. Maybe in October, what's going to put the Yankees over the top is still going to be Garrett Cole leading the rotation and Aaron Judge being Aaron Judge in the lineup. For all we know, they are the two guys. But maybe we just didn't have the accessories, the right ingredients around.
The side dishes. We had the main course. We just needed the side dishes.
Exactly. Maybe we always had the main course, brother, but we didn't have the right appetizers, the right size, the right drink, the right whatever. Who knows? But if he does that deal, it's literally saying to the entire team, we believe, and there's nothing better than money, because we say it all the time. Put your money where your mouth is. Show me the money. The money talks. All those sayings are because that's what happens. So if he goes and extends Soto, bro, I mean, the vibes probably are going to get 10 times better.
100%. 100%. Guys are going to finish off with a few more voicemails, and we're going to wrap up today's show. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Steelio.
What up, that is the one and only friendly neighborhood DJ Steelio with the book calling in again. How you doing?
What's up,
Steels?
Steels?
How you doing, man?
How you doing?
I don't know if Francis is with you doing all rise, but if he is, how you doing, man? If not,
he is.
What's up?
Okay. What's up, man?
Let me pause that real quick. That's why I want everybody to understand one thing. We get a lot of voicemails. This voicemail was only a few minutes into the show. So just so everybody is aware, that's how many voicemails we actually get. So if you hear, oh my God, my voicemail wasn't played, I apologize. We get a lot of voicemails. Let's keep it going.
Damn, man. Like, I remember I called in last week saying that the Twins might give the Yankees some trouble in the series. Holy hell, dude. How do you give up one run to the Twins in the first batter that they had in the entire series? After that,
that's insane.
Zeros, bro. What the hell? That is wild. Yo, kudos to the Yankees pitching staff, man, because they're clicking right now. Doing all of this without Dominguez and Cole and, Judge, slacking off, but he's heating up again. Excuse me. But yeah, damn, man. Holy hell. Let's just go for a sweep with the White Sox, man. We cannot lose a game with the White Sox. Okay? We cannot lose a game. We have to be 18 games above 500 by the time we're done with the White Sox. No questions asked, nothing. But, yeah, man, before I go, let me hit you with a little jokey joke, man.
Of course.
I got my best friend a fridge for her birthday. I can't wait to see her face light up when she opens it. Gotta go. Peace.
Okay. Because there's lights in the fridge, I guess. He's got a book.
That's the only thing I can say about that one. He's got a book, guys. What do you expect him to have a book and not use the book? He'd be doing an injustice. Use the book. He's doing it.
I think that's what they think. They think he has the book and it's like a coaster.
Exactly
he reads
what
the
I'm
book.
saying. He gotta use
reading
the book.
It.
Fucking Alex is in the chat giving him booze. he's heckling them from the chat. Let's get to. We're gonna wrap up. We gotta wrap up with this guy, man, because look, if anybody deserves this moment, it is Simon. And Simon, I gotta put this on first.
And Aaron Judge is a gift from God. Yeah.
Pete, good morning. Your boy Simon calling from Bella Vista, New Haven, Connecticut. How you doing? Oh, did we spank those Twins good with Judge and Soto? And I'm glad that Hal is starting to speak about, keeping Soto. We need him for life. We need him. I don't care if you have to offer him whatever he has to. If you have to offer him a Lamborghini, do it. We need Soto on this team. Just like my gift from God. We could use some extra reinforcements and backups. And I also see that Chuck Knobloch Jr. is finally getting out of the slump, a.k.a. Gleyber Torres. It's about time. Well, we're going to beat the White Sox, Pete. We're going to win 50 games before the All-Star break. You have a good day. Rock on. NYY Underground for life. Smacky the likey, hitty the subby. And remember, Aaron Judge is a gift from God. Yeah, bye.
And Aaron Judge is a gift from God.
Yeah. I appreciate you, Simon. Let me tell you something, man. Simon is legendary. But Simon, look, bro. He could afford many Lamborghinis. That ain't going to push it over, brother. He got $33 million this year. He's all right with the Lamborghinis, my brother. He's all right with it, but all is well. Simon's the man. You know what I mean? Simon only means well.
Exactly.
He only means well. I mean, the Gleyber Torres comp, that's...
I was going to say, damn. He said... Chuck Knobloch Jr. I mean,
Chucky Knobs, bro. Chucky Knobs.
Even after a good series from Gleyber, he's still catching some strays. I gotta say, hey, could it be that Peraza, starting to tear it up in the minors, is lighting a little fire under Mr. Glaybass? I don't know.
I got a new name for him now. I upgraded it. I've upgraded it to back to normal. So now it's Glaybutt Torbutt.
Glaybutt, okay.
Glaybutt Torbutt. So
I like we'll Glaybutt is cool.
Gleyber,
a little bit of Glaybutt.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's getting back to being Gleyber Torres. But as of right now, it is improved. He's definitely look, to give him his flowers, me and Dane talked about this. There's gonna be no better addition to the Yankees than Torres playing like Gleyber Torres.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're not gonna find a better addition at second base than Gleyber Torres being a guy who was last in the previous year. And I think we all know what's in him. He has that ability. He is that guy. He could do that.
It's there.
So we just need Gleyber to do that and not continue to struggle the way he was. And look, again, we don't know what the conversation was when he was benched to one game and they came up to play, came up that bat. I was upset that they brought him in back so quickly, but you don't know if there was a conversation of, hey, look, I'm giving you the day. You got it. I don't know. I don't know what the conversation was there, but he has started to hit really since that. He came up, he had the big home run, and then he's really started to hit since that. So let's hope it keeps going and he becomes Gleyber Torres again, the guy we know he could be. It just makes the Yankees even better. So I'm going to wrap it up with that. Francis, you got some final words for us?
I got it. I got it for you guys. Listen, man, we start a series with the Tigers, with the White Sox tonight. White Sox aren't playing, great baseball at all. So again, it's hard to sweep anybody, guys. This is the majors. It's the top majors, level. Yeah. So I don't like, calling, for sweeps. I said it, last weekend, too. I don't like calling for sweeps, but the Yankees are playing well, and, they got, good arms on the mound, Heels going tomorrow, Rodon, I think the day after that. So yeah, I like the way we match up, and I think the Yankees, this is a series that they should definitely win, and I'll leave it at that.
Did you not mention Nestor for a reason? Did anybody else pick up on that?
You can't get anything past Pete.
My man said, we got Luis Hill going tomorrow. We got Carlos Rodon after that. So the Yankees are...
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Listen, I'm not even trying to hate on Nestor. It's just I don't want to put too much on Nestor. I'm not even gonna say I need Nestor to go out there and shove tonight. You better give me 6 pitching to the 7th or something.
He is at home, which is good.
Exactly. He's at home. Listen, all the chips have fallen very nicely for Nestor and his start tonight. I will say that.
Yep.
I'm not going to put more expectation on him than that. All I want, please keep us in the game. Let the offense do the rest, and I'll leave it at that. The other two guys, I'm expecting a little bit more from them, but literally, that's where I'm at with that. What I will say, because I saw you guys in the chat talking about this earlier, you guys know I'm not gonna leave you guys out there in the cold. Tonight, there is also another big New York event. Ooh. Okay, so while you are in the chat for game season, I know that some of you will also have your hearts in another game, right? But make sure you in that chat for game season, because we can root for the Knicks right in the game season chat, okay?
Facts.
But ladies and gentlemen,
I tell everybody, even if I'm not on the big screen, put me on the phone. At least let me get phone love. All right,
exactly.
Phone, iPad love. I'll take second. I'm okay with
a little bit of phone
today.
love. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of phone. Y'all know about that. Some of y'all nasty bastards in that. Y'all know about phone love. So listen. But listen, let's go Knicks. Okay, let's go Knicks. We got it done last game. We need to show up the same way we showed up game 6 in Philly. All right. So for my fellow Knicks fans in the chat, y'all know what type of time it is. It's New York. Bully up. Let's go Knicks. Let's do it Knicks in 6. The New York Rangers, they got their life together yesterday. Right now, New York is New Yorking, except for a couple, counterparts that I'm going to leave off to the side because they already caught some strays.
Yeah, they could.
Pete called them little sister.
Little stepsister.
I didn't even have that on my bingo card for today. I didn't think. But when your owner comes out and says, I got to wait to the deadline to do stuff, I'm sorry.
That's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up.
What are we gonna do? What do we do with that?
You can. Ago, he's admitting it.
He was gonna sign Soto. Now he's talking about I can't do anything until the deadline.
Now he's saying I can't do nothing until the dedeadline. You got to get rid of everybody. They're talking about trading Brendan Nimmo now. Now Nimmo's on the table apparently.
Listen. I tell you this. If you got Met fans in your friends group or family,
pandemonium over there.
Send them love. Pray for your Mets friends. I know I am. But like I said, guys, y'all already know, man. Bully up. Knicks in 6. We're doing it tonight. And the Yankees start a series tonight. And the Yankees are going to continue their winning ways also. Because at the end of the day, listen, the Yankees run New York, baby. We run New York.
Always.
When we good, everybody's good. Okay? Yep. And right now, New York's vibes are absolutely, positively immaculate. And I think that we got a lot to do with that. So let's keep it going tonight.
No doubt. Guys, Game Season Live is indeed back tonight. And just to be nice, because I missed you guys so much, I might start a little early. So just keep your eyes on that. I might start a little just to give everybody a nice little roll call. Say hi to everybody. Say what up, how you doing, smacky the like, hitty the subby, all the fun stuff we always do. Post game right after that. Tomorrow, we got the game. We got the post game. We got Bronx and nothing. We are loaded for you guys. We're ready to go. So until a little later tonight, peace out, baby. Catch you guys soon.
Oh, yeah.
Top 10 radar, yeah, we on your radar. Never miss, dog, and that's on occasion. Yeah, we on your radar. Yeah. Hey, look, top floor lifestyle. looking up. Way too high, ain't coming down. You see me if you looking up. I don't really talk too much. I show I'm running numbers up. Lucky that I'm showing up. I'm going off. They know what's up. Wrist too silly, yeah. Numbers crack the billy. Yeah, don't need no dilly. I'm too fresh. I feel like really, yeah. Feel the duffels up the sign. I need a million. I'm about to take off, and I know that I'm on they radar. Top 10.